Hi guys, welcome to Nine Links. This is your host Alex, and today we're gonna do a what should I say? Preparation for the night blooming jasmine to go into a winter dormancy. Not really dormancy, total dormancy yet. As you can see, I let the third time bloom to go all the way out and let it grow without doing any pruning. And as you can see, most of the pruning is finished. You see, not pruning, most of the blooming is finished, and you can see these blooming stalks dried up, and that's when we know that it's finished. I'm pretty sure there's another wave coming, another maybe fourth wave of blooming coming, but I don't think it will make it because weather is getting colder right now. It's September, and you can tell really quickly just by looking at the leaves and stuff. It stopped growing because the weather at night, daytime is just too much difference, and humidity has been dropping, so it's getting cooler. So we don't need to try to see if it blooms fourth time. We can just prune it back and then get it ready for the fall season, or you can say roughly for these guys, they are tropical plants. Roughly we can say it's ready for dormancy. So going to the basement, as you can see, like I don't know. Here, let me cut this and show you right here. These tiny fruits are forming, and eventually grow bigger and turn white, and that's the berry from the night blooming jasmine. I'm gonna prune it off anyway. We don't need these seeds. It's poisonous anyway, so we don't need them. We don't need the trees to the plants to spend any more nutrient than necessary for it to grow. So we're just gonna prune it back. All right, and I'll start pruning. And also when I prune back, I got the tray ready over here to propagate them. If I see a good branch, I'll just propagate them and then use the plant next year. Okay, when we prune back, we typically want to, again, I like the dome shape, so I'm gonna keep it at the dome shape. So I'm gonna start outside. These little ones, these ones probably not gonna worth much. We're gonna probably throw away anyway. And also well, you can also propagate the small one as well. These guys, I'm telling you, night blooming jasmine is very easy to propagate. As long as you put in the potting mix, it will grow. I typically don't prune many plants on the like around like fall season. Reason being is some of the plants won't recover. They don't like pruning. I usually prune, best time to prune is April or May. So you get a spring pruning to encourage new growth, and plus plants are starting to get into the growth season anyway during the spring. So springtime is perfect time to prune. But for night blooming jasmine, it's on a different level, because this plant, I'm telling you, its recovery rate, it's really high. You can like basically prune all year round actually. But like I say, the optimal time for any plants pruning is after bloom, after like after dormancy. Plants is like people, you don't want to stress out too much. But for night blooming jasmine, you can stress out as much as possible. It still grow back. Now we're going to the top. As you can see, when I go in here and prune, there are three. I'll do a short video on pruning and stuff, like actual procedures, what you look for when pruning, and what kind of mindset you have while doing the pruning. The way I do it is just called, I make this term, I call it shape pruning. I don't care where I'm cutting, as long as I can maintain that shape. That's why I call shape pruning. There's some methods, like bonsai, you need to know which branch to cut to maintain the shape. But for me, I'm cutting the shape as a general, not picky about which side, as long as it remains in dome shape. And then from these cutting, I'll pick out some good ones and to use it for propagation. Typically, since I have a lot of choices here, the bigger branches will be the one I use for propagation. And also, you don't need to worry much about over pruning night blooming jasmine. Night blooming jasmine grows like crazy, and I'm sure my night blooming jasmine, it's already popped down it like crazy down there because I had to water it 3 times a day. And I even use sphagnum moss for better water retention. Oh, this was a big one. Okay, this one probably gonna use for propagation. Oh, there are a lot of good ones in the back here. These guys are gonna be very good for propagation. All right, time to go around here a little bit. And if you guys look at my video from the roughly about the springtime when I did a first propagation, not propagation, sorry, excuse me, first cutting, pruning on this plant, you can see it's very small. And I told you guys, don't worry about pruning and stuff. It's gonna grow back. It will. That's the, oh, this actually, this branch is pretty good too. But these are the small ones. Now, what do I do with some of the smaller branch? Oh, just throw in the trash. When I first do pruning on any kind of plants, I kind of feel bad to cut them back because, you know, you spend so much time on them and then now you're cutting them back. So that's a newbie's reaction to, beginner's reaction to pruning. Remember, when you have a plant, there's oh, there's a grasshopper right here. Okay. I don't know if you can see it. There's a grasshopper right here. Get away from the plants. Okay. All right. Grasshopper typically don't do much damage to the leaves and stuff. But I think I have a toad here somewhere hiding here. I've been feeding bugs to it. So today I'm pruning. So grasshoppers is having a good luck. I'm not gonna kill it, but else I would probably catch it and feed it to the toad. Anyway. All right, that should be good enough. Maybe a little bit more over here. And a lot of these bloom stalks just dry up, so you can just cut them off. It's not a big deal. And yeah, there's a spider nest right here, which is okay. They help keep the plants clean. Now, when the spider webs gets too big, I tend to come in and take control a little bit. But spiders are your friends. You know, you guys probably notice most of the plant growers. There are some insects are your friends, some are bad ones. So you need to keep an eye out for it. Maybe I'll take off these guys too. These are thick ones. That's good propagation. I'm gonna throw the ones that worth propagation. I'm gonna just throw them down here. This one's pretty good. Okay, yeah, throw it down here. Okay, I'm gonna finish up real quick. Okay, guys, I think I'm finished pruning. As you see, I can probably tidy up a little bit more, but I think that's good enough. You just get a general, still, you know, remains a small dome shape, and I'm gonna let it grow over the winter, and then I'm gonna prune it again next spring. So this is I'm gonna go through all the videos on each plant to help you guys prepare the for winter time or fall season going into winter. So usually there is no fall winter season outside. The most you can keep it out, most time you can keep it out till most of these tropical plants usually till the fall season, like end of September. So before you take them in, you need to do a little pruning preparation. So this is for night blooming jasmine. So it's just prune it, cut the shape back, and not going to use any more fertilizer. Just let it hang it like that. And I'm going to use some of the bigger branches for propagation. Okay, guys, there you go. That's the all the propagation. So total about I used to see seedling tray. Usually when you do propagation, you don't want to use a seedling tray because it doesn't have a hole in the bottom to drain it out. It's more for new growth, for new seeds and stuff. The reason I use it for night blooming jasmine is that night blooming jasmine is not afraid of water. It's very high, like I say, recovery rate. It's very strong, so it's gonna come out be okay. Success rate so far, I've been pruning night jasmine and propagating them. They're about 100% so far, so no failure yet. Okay. And thank you for watching. If you have a question, please post it below, and I'll see you next time.